Are you ready to take on a challenge? I have a challenge for you, my lovely friends. Now, welcome to my channel. My name is Tamika, and I've been doing a lot of thinking lately. And one thing that has really been on my mind is the area of overconsumption. And I came across a YouTuber. Her name is Shauna Ripari. I believe that's how you say her last name. She has a wonderful channel. I'll link the video that I saw below where she talks about having an August no-buy challenge. And I know we are in the first week of August, so I'm coming at this late. I apologize, but I just saw her video a couple of days ago, and I would have to say her video really spoke to me. And she hit on a lot of points that I've been thinking about personally when I think about my journey, especially when I talk about this YouTube channel and I talk about my journey of self-discovery and the things that I want to do. One of the areas that I always want to focus on is financial independence and really having my arms around that, especially at what I would call a big age. It's surprising that even at my age, I let overconsumption and that need to want what other people have drive me, just like other people who may be younger. So I think this is something that affects us at all ages. So when I was watching Shauna's video, one of the reasons why she had wanted to do a No Buy August is she had found that because of the content that she created, it really put her in the sight of wanting more, being on TikTok, being on YouTube, seeing what other people have and feeling like she wanted the same thing. And as soon as she said that, that spoke to me. I think the era that we live in as far as social media has such wonderful benefits. I love this platform. I love YouTube. I actually really love TikTok. I go on there and you just come across some really entertaining, some really thoughtful, some really smart people that if it wasn't for that platform, you would never have known. But there's also, in between that, there is this overwhelming message of this is what's in, this is what's not, you should have this bag, you should be going on this vacation, you should be doing these things, you should be going to this restaurant. And that can be really overwhelming. And I think you can start to believe that you need those things too. I think that since I have become more involved with TikTok and with YouTube, I have found that I have started to consume more myself. So when she talked about that, that really spoke to me. So she had decided that she's going to do an August no buy, and I thought that it would be interesting if I joined her too. So I am going to start off with the month of August, and it probably will go at least until the fall. I'm actually really thinking that it will probably go to the end of the year. I just wanted to mention one of the things that I have noticed with overconsumption and wanting more was trends. I've never been a person that's been into trends, but it's really been coming on my feed around like leopard print. So I found myself like searching leopard print pants and about to purchase these leopard print pants, and it makes me crack up because when you look in my closet, I have a leopard print dress, I have a leopard print skirt, and I have a pair of leopard print leggings. And why on earth am I looking for a pair of leopard print pants? So those are the kind of things when I talk about like that feeling like I see it on social media and I need to have it. And in some cases I already have it or something close to it. Really, I needed to really fall back on and really reflect on. And I want to start here within this month. And I started to do my own kind of research around my spending and my spending habits. And I wanted to share with you because I was shocked. And I just wanted to focus on one area, and I have some notes here because I wanted to make sure that I had the numbers right. So I do a lot of Amazon purchases, and I may be speaking to you too. Like you may be out there who also does a lot of Amazon purchases. And I found that the main focus was, in my mind, was convenience. If I needed something, I just go on Amazon and I can either get it that day or the next day. And with that, I found that I was probably getting 2 to 3 packages at my home a week. And I had someone visit me who actually was like, gosh, Tamika, you get a lot of packages. This is critical stuff. This is critical things that I need. And it's really not. So when I went onto Amazon, you can actually, of course, pull the number of purchases that you have made so far this year. And this is including my bi-weekly groceries. I do purchase from Amazon Fresh for my groceries and sometimes Whole Foods. If Whole Foods is not doing the additional, I think it's like $10 or something that they charge to deliver now. But sometimes they run specials and they don't do that. So that's when I'll purchase from Whole Foods. But including my bi-weekly groceries and all the other things, I have made 130 Amazon orders this year alone. And when I tried to pull up how much I've actually spent, I couldn't find how to show like how much I've spent on Amazon for the whole year. So I was able to go to my checking account and I was able to pull up what I've spent on Amazon in the last 90 days. And what I have spent on Amazon, including groceries, is around $1,664. That is just on Amazon, and not for the other purchases that I've made, whether or not it's, Old Navy, Gap, ASOS, Banana Republic, J. Crew, like all the clothing or things like that, plus all of the additional skincare and things that I've purchased this year outside of what I have purchased on Amazon. So I really needed to take a break. I need to really get my arms around my spending, what I'm spending on, because there are some things that I want to focus on when I go into next year for 2025. I'll be turning 50 next year, and I really want to have a really amazing vacation and celebration for my birthday. And if I'm spending in the 90 days almost $2,000 on Amazon, that's a nice trip right there. And that's how I put it into perspective. Just really thinking about this overconsumption, wanting to really take a step back and see what I'm spending my money on so that I'm doing things a little bit more wisely. These are my rules for my August no buy. Right off the bat, no more groceries from Amazon Fresh or Whole Foods. If I need to go grocery shopping, I need to make a list and I need to go to my neighborhood grocery store, which is right down the street from my home. It's very accessible. It's not far away. It is very close. In some cases, on a nice day, I could probably walk. And that means not just going in and randomly picking things, but having a list, knowing what I need so that I am not buying anything outside of the list. That's the first rule. And also for this month, when it comes to clothing, shoes, cosmetics, or skincare, which I don't need any clothing or shoes or cosmetics or skincare. I don't think I need any of that. But if there is a need, it would have to be due to, if it's skincare or cosmetic, it has to be because something is empty. I ran out of it and I need it. But I can tell you that I actually probably have a lot of duplicates of skincare. It may not be the exact same brand, but I have 3 foundations that I can rotate through. I have several face washes. I have all those things that if I needed a backup, I have a backup here that I will use if I needed it. And if it comes to clothes or shoes, it's if something gets damaged. If I have an article of clothing, when it gets stained and it's unrepairable, I could purchase it. Those would be the only reasons. But I think for 1 month, I won't need to do any of that. Also, there are some pre-planned events that I have. I have a couple of birthday dinners that I have for this month that I've already agreed to go, that I will attend, get birthday gifts for those folks if need be. Actually, not if need be. I'm going to get them gifts to get them gifts for their birthday. Those are things that I feel are non-negotiable. They're already in my calendar. I've already planned to do them, but I won't add on any additional event. So if something's not in my calendar now for this month of August, I won't be adding it. I'll have a discussion with that person to see whether or not it's something that we could postpone. But right now, I think for the rest of the year, most things are already in my calendar and already set. I don't think there's any unexpected events that I'm going to have to pay for or things that I'm going to have to do. And the last thing that I want to do that I've already started is going back to tracking my finances. This may seem pretty old school, but I have always kept a spreadsheet of my budget. And I really got away from that this year, especially over the last couple months. I've always known exactly what I've owed, how much I was going to be paying each month, and if there was some sort of credit card, when that credit card would be paid off. And I just, for some reason, I've really gotten away from, which I would call the basics of keeping myself in check, so that I felt really good about my finances. So I really want to get back to the basics of having a spreadsheet, tracking, knowing what's coming in, knowing what's going out. I really want to take this time to really explore reducing unnecessary purchases and really looking at that aspect of how do I become less of a consumer and really start using the things that I have. I look at it as a time to really declutter my life, because I think when there is clutter around you, I have a really hard time really focusing. And I feel like that's what's happening because I've got too much stuff. When I go into my closet, if there's too much clothes, I don't know what's in there. And then I end up just feeling like there's nothing in my closet when there's so much in there. So really taking this time to declutter, to look at what I have, not just clothes. I definitely want to take you with you. I definitely want to take you with me on this, is that I have a storage area where I've just started to the things that out of sight, out of mind, that I need to go in there and really declutter it and get it organized and look at some things that I want to keep and some things that I want to sell and some things that I want to give away. So that's something that I would like to take you along with on that journey as well. During this month of August is really taking a hard look at not just my clothing closets, but there are other storage areas around here that I also put stuff that I need to declutter and get rid of. And I think when it's all said and done, what this really leads me to is really focusing on the things that matter. So I hope that this August no-buy is really going to allow me to reset and focus on the things that really matter. What are your thoughts? Are you interested in joining me on this no-buy August journey? Have you been struggling with the same things lately? I would be glad to take you along with me. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We'll have more conversations on this topic. Let's make this month of August about mindful spending and personal growth. Thank you, and talk to you soon. Bye.